Okay, so let's go directly to Python and let's start writing our first if-else statement. Okay, so I have my Python IDLE open here and let's see the example of checking if a student gets grade in maths subject. So our condition is if the marks is above 50, then the student will get a grade. So we know how to write the condition so that it is really easy, right? It's so easy, we have done it so many times. So what will we write? We'll write maths underscore marks should be greater than 50. Now what do we usually do? We add a print statement to this condition so that we can see the output whether it is true or false. So let me add print here and then open the bracket, close the bracket. Now let us create the variable max underscore marks and let us say give it a value of 75. Now let us save the file and run the code. The output is true because the marks is greater than 50. Remember how we spoke in the previous video that after checking for a condition, we can perform some action. So now we are going to perform an action for this condition. What is that action? We are going to print a sentence depending on the output of the condition, which is we'll either say yes, you will get a grade, or sorry, you will not get a grade. So instead of the print, let me remove the print from here and put the if condition. So I am write if, after if there is this condition, after this we'll put our colon and then click on enter, press enter and then come to the next line and then press the tab key. So now the space is moved. Can you see that? Now I am going to write print and within single quotes, yay, you get a grade. Now there is a second part of a sentence, right? We need to write an else. So press enter again and write else colon, again enter, then the tab key. Now what do we want to write? If the person does not have above 50 marks, we can say sorry, you don't get a grade. So we will write print, open the bracket, close the bracket, within single quotes, sorry, you are not eligible for a grade. So now Python will check the condition, and if it is true, it will print this first print statement, which is you get a grade. If the condition is not true, then Python will go to the else section and run the instructions in that block, which is to print this statement, which is sorry, you don't get a grade. Now that note that for the else we do not mention any condition. We have not given any condition. What it means is that if the condition is not true, then directly whatever is given in the else block will be run without checking for any condition. So if it is true, the if block will be run. If it is false, the else block will be run. So now let's save the file and run the code. So now the output of the condition was true because the marks we gave was above 50. So it printed the first statement. Now let us change the value to 45 instead of 75. Now save the file and run the code. Since the output of the condition is not true, it printed the statement given below the else else statement. So we can have all type of instructions in the block, such as we can create variables within that, we can calculate values using mathematical operators, we can add a print statement, which is what we have done now. So we can do all kind of instructions within the block, and we will keep seeing them in our videos. So let's see more examples in the next video. See you soon.